Hey, Dan Blewett here. And parents, I want to explain to you what you're going to get out of my book, Dear Baseball Gods, and how it's going to help your relationship with the young athlete in your life. So, number one, the book details my relationship with my parents and how they helped me develop a greater passion for the game and really stay committed to it and the hard times, how I got through those because of some of the things my parents did when I was young. So, that's number one. Number two, I had a lot of different coaches, and they're all detailed in this book as I explain how some gave me one set of tools, another gave me another set of tools, how I took from each one a different thing that helped me over this long period of time, the 22 years that I was in baseball. So you'll learn, since you entrust your kids to coaches every day, you'll learn how they should react to some coaches, what some coaches are going to give to them, how a tough coach will affect your child, how a really soft, like gentle, easy, kind coach will be on your kid. So I had all of them. I had a lot of different coaches with a lot of different demeanors, and they all shaped me for the better. But some kids respond better to one type or another. But you're going to get a lot of different perspectives on coaching and how they impacted me as I grew as an athlete. Number three, things that your son or daughter won't tell you, maybe ever. My family learned more about me in this book than maybe they learned in the entire time that I was playing baseball. So there's just a lot of stuff that we keep inside that we feel like we don't have context to share, that we just don't want to share, that you wouldn't understand maybe. I've put a lot of those things. This book is very honest, it's very candid, and there's tons of stuff that I never told my family, my sister, my brother, my closest friends. There's just so much stuff that we feel like we can't offload onto other people, or they wouldn't understand, or it's just kind of a dugout thing that if you're not in the culture, you're not really privy to it. So there's a ton of stuff like that that you're going to get a behind the scenes look, not only to into the inner workings of a dugout and of a road trip and what it's like to live as an athlete for so long, but also just the way we feel inside that we're not going to share with our parents. Number four, how much of our identity is trapped in our sport. This was an unintended theme in the book. When I started writing this book, I just retired and I was trying to get all this stuff down to tell my story. But what I didn't realize was the grieving process and the sense of identity that I was losing was a very big piece of the story. So that ended up being the last quarter of the book. And if you don't quite understand how much your son or daughter really is their sport, how much that sport means to them, and how much their identity is wrapped up in that sport, then I know my book will give you a lot of perspective on just how important it is. So if you maybe don't realize how much soccer or basketball or football or baseball is a part of who they are, this book is really going to help you understand just how deep it is. It's really more than people think, and almost no one talks about how hard it is to to walk away from the game, and we all have to do it one day. Lastly, I'm relatable. I was never a major leaguer. God knows I tried, but I'm not this silver spoon person that you see on TV that maybe your kid just can't really relate to. I was not that electric athlete, that super gifted athlete. I was a good athlete. And when I hit high school and college and pro ball, I had to work super hard and dig deeper into myself to get as far as I did. So if your son or daughter isn't this premium, high achieving athlete, if they're just more closer to the mean like I was, I think they'll find my story really relatable because it's possible to be me, to accomplish what I did and hopefully much more. You don't have to be this world class, grew up and I've been all star everything for my entire life. I'm pretty similar to a lot of the kids that are going to read my book. So hopefully that gave you a good idea of what you can expect out of my book. It's very honest, it's very genuine. I hope you give it a chance. I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you share it with someone else like me, a young athlete out there who might need a little courage and a story that they can grab onto and say, I could do that too.